Fucking right. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 7 of Birds on Tap. On the Butcher, we got Sig, Pick, and Steve. That was the Go Birds theme, DEF Birds on Tap theme song produced by Pick. Well done, Pick.
Like it.
All right, guys. So before we get into everything, we got to do our opening kickoff, which means that you guys are going to raise your. There we go. Got a nice little scroll there. Raise your drinks. And we'd like to thank Cutter and Cannon Spirits for providing the beverages for 2 out of 4 of us today. Al is working, so he's not working now, but I don't know if he's drinking. Al, are you drinking?
I am not drinking right now.
There you
go. That's right.
So
Well,
thank you, Cole over at Cutter and Cannon for the opening kickoff. Steve, Sig, what are you guys drinking exactly?
I have the Old Glory. I just finished it off, as you can see. The Old Glory. This is Cutter and Cannon's red, white, and blue. It's distilled with red, white, and blue corn and aged for 7 years. This bold spirit serves as a tribute to the 250 years of American history. Goes down smooth over ice and makes for a very tasty old-fashioned. So here's to you.
Very nice.
And I am enjoying their high rye bourbon whiskey. It has inviting notes of toasted oak and vanilla, followed by bold rye, a touch of caramelized sweetness, and whispers of dried fruit. It's rich, layered, and smooth. Designed to linger, not be rushed, and I'm enjoying it over ice with good company. All of you guys and people out there.
All right.
The strong, yeah.
Absolutely. And thank you to Cutter and Cannon, Cole, and all the crew over there. Just opened a tasting room on Gay Street over in Westchester. Go see them. So Alex got in with the first fuck the Cowboys, go Birds. And Phil's fans jumped in and said the Cowboys can suck my goodness.
Oh, boy, we're starting off good. I love it. I love it. We're ready. This is preseason, and we are in mid-season form. I love it.
God damn right. All right, so guys, real quick, speaking of team spirit, that's the part I didn't say. The official team spirit of Drunk Phil's fans, Drunk Eagles fans everywhere. And I said, speaking of team spirit, Drunk Eagles fans would like to remind all of you that the Eagles will travel to the UK this year to play the Jaguars on October 11th. And if you're headed over there, make Passyunk Avenue your headquarters. The official tailgate spot. They have 5 locations. And they will be hosting tailgates while they're there. They're having a whole big Eagles week thing. So make sure that you go check that out. They're going to have a real cool party going on pretty much the entire week leading up to the game. So get over there and see our friends at Passyunk Avenue and tell them Drunk Eagles fans sent you. All right. All right. Lastly, of course, my mug is filled, as always, with Toasty Roasters. Toasty Roasters coffee. After the podcast, you can jump over to toastyroasters.com. And if you go to checkout and you put in Drunk Philly 10, the code, you'll save 10%. And guys, I don't know if you saw it today, but Dale said that they're doing crazy numbers right now. Fantastic. They just ordered like thousands of pounds of green coffee beans, and want to make sure that we're supporting the people who support us. So that's fantastic. Congratulations, Dale. We're happy for you.
Do we know if he has the coffee that that from the Civic Cat? The one that the cat shits out and.
No, but you know what? I have to ask him that.
It's like one of the most expensive coffee. It's true too, by the way. I mean, something like that. But it's like the most expensive coffee in the world, and I'm curious.
Please explain yourself.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
This is why we can't have nice things.
It's somewhere in like Malaysia or somewhere.
No, I know. Yeah, it's a civet,
but it's a civet cat. That's a cat. So what the cat does, it eats the berry with the bean in it. The body digests the berry and everything else, and the bean comes out, and they pick the bean. Not shitting you.
I believe that.
And yeah, they it's like, I don't know, $1,000.
It's
I
very
think Al and
expensive. They don't
I think-
digest it, is what it is.
Yeah.
So it comes out with these. It just has a different flavor. I imagine.
Little nutty
anything-
from what I hear.
Yeah, I bet. I think Al and I are just going to stick
Gonna
with
leave
the Toasty
Gonna leave
Roasters
that alone.
original and just
Great
call it a day.
aroma.
Fair.
I do want to try it, but it's expensive. So
I agree. So I'll ask Dale over Toasty Roasters if they have the Civet coffee or if they can get it in.
Nothing better than an espresso martini.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
And then when it comes out of the espresso machine, it comes out like it looks. Anyway, it looks nasty.
All right, so a podcast.
So
There we go.
let's talk about some football, guys. The Eagles played their first preseason game this week, so it's the first time we got to see them in action. So before we talk about, fuck it, let's talk about the takeaways. Like, guys, what did you see that you liked? I know we have some injuries to talk about, or at least a couple, but what did you see in that game?
I'm hopping in here. I hated it. It was awful. It was just a terrible 3 hours. I get it. I understand that it's preseason, but my God, I posted with what was it, 11 minutes left. You had 2 first downs. I understand these are backups and third strings. I get that. I 100% do. But you're telling me you can't get more than 2 first downs in 3 quarters? You had Andy Dalton starting this game. Dude's 38 years old, got 40,000 passing yards in the NFL. This guy can't get me a couple first downs? Are you kidding me? So I was very disappointed with how the outcome went. It's not about winning or losing. I don't care about that. But the fact that the offense just looks so bad, and I get that Mannion's not showing his stuff. I understand that. But my God, I'm not talking about touchdowns here. I'm talking about first downs. Just give me some first downs. Move the chains. That was my big takeaway. I mean, Cole Preston, it was a nice little throw at the end of the game. I thought that was nice. He was scrambling and he threw for the touchdown. But other than that, Keely Ringo had an interception, which was nice. But I don't know. I at least offensively, I was very sad, if you will.
all right.
I agree, Steve. I agree, Steve. I mean, am I disappointed? Yes. Long term, obviously, it's not going to affect them. We didn't see the starters play, but it does talk about the lack of depth that they have, and it's a big drop. You have your starters, and God forbid somebody gets hurt. This is what we have to depend on. They have a lot of questions to answer. Their depth is young. It's unproven. They got to step it up. I mean, obviously, the one thing we talked about before was, this new offense, how they could execute in a timely manner. They were getting the plays off. It was vanilla. It was nothing special, but I mean, you expect more from your players, especially, these are guys who want to play. These guys who want to start, they want to make money. And you got to put up and you got to earn your pay. If you want to get on the roster, if you want to get on the first team, you got to show up. And there's a lot of players that didn't show up and execute the way they should have on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, you want to see more effort in that first preseason game for exactly that reason, because these are guys fighting for roster spots. And the effort seemed to be everybody seemed to be just kind of going through motions. Now, I can only assume that's coaching. Guys don't go out there and get hurt. But at the same time, you got to coach these guys up and say, guys, go earn your fucking jobs.
Yeah, I totally get it. I mean, these guys are not starters. They're fighting for positions, and they have to know what they're doing. And I'm not saying this is going to affect them during the season because it's preseason and you're not playing your starters. I don't care who won, who lost. It's irrelevant. Preseason is nothing. these second, third, fourth string guys, they have to step up. And if they want to play, if they are NFL worthy, and, putting that effort out there just doesn't hold well with me,
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So Mike kind of stole one of my takeaways. I broke everything down to good, bad, and the ugly. Trotter had a strong game right off the bat. Trotter had a strong game. Markel Bell seemed to hold his own. Peyton did okay at the end of the game for what it was worth at the end of the game. And Ty Robinson, that kid, that defensive lineman, he looked good. I mean, he looked pretty good. The bad, team discipline. 10 penalties for 96 yards. That's a pretty good drive. The offense looked boring. Al said vanilla. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe that was the plan for the first preseason game. I don't know. Darius Cooper had a strong camp, but he had a bad drop, third and 5 in the game. He caught 2 of 5 targets for a whopping 21 yards. Yeah. And the ugly. Dalton and McKee were ugly. Okay, maybe the offensive line, maybe the game plan, maybe, I don't know, but they were combined 9 for 15 for 55 yards and a 62.15 quarterback rating. I would think that they would have done better, but on the whole, the offense just looked kind of anemic. So I don't know. We'll see what next week has in store.
Trump Flyers fans jumped in here and said, go Birds. And Alex said the good list has got to be super short.
She's not wrong.
She's not. It was very disheartening. I thought Tanner McKee looked god awful. I didn't see what's his face, Andy Dalton. We were out to dinner and
you didn't miss nothing.
From what I understand, right? The Red Rocket was out there, but he wasn't taken off, I guess. But Tanner McKee just looked like he has not looked good in 2 years.
Week 17,
yeah.
When he played, or what was it, week 18 last year? Like, you should. I mean, like, Tanner McKee was like, you would think better than like Josh Johnson, and in that game, like that was the game where like we wouldn't have had to play San Francisco. We might have had a shot at like the higher seed, and he looked really bad that game, and like he hurt his own like trade value, if you will, because this is the last year of his rookie deal, and but he in the preseason last year he played very well and we were all very excited, and for him to look as bad as he did Saturday night, my goodness, that it wasn't good. And Al said it, like both of these guys, you would think that like at least one of them, one of these two guys is going to be your backup quarterback if Jalen gets hurt.
More than likely.
More than likely, I know how he.
That's the thing. It could change. And who was it that came out and said that neither one of these guys helped their trade value? Like, I know that
it's true.
Most of the fans kind of expected, okay, whoever plays more today, Saturday night, whoever plays, more or plays better, they'll probably be the one who gets traded. Nobody else is. I mean, nobody's hurt. Nobody across the league.
Yep.
Nobody's looking yet.
Nobody got hurt.
I mean, be honest. Dalton didn't hurt his trade value. He's Andy fucking Dalton. I mean,
right, he didn't do anything.
He didn't. He's not going to. I mean, he's a veteran quarterback, and his value is going to be the same no matter about person. He's the guy that's going to get traded, in my opinion. But
probably,
I don't think he really hurt his trade value, and it could easily be the system. It could easily be whatever. So, but yeah, I agree for the most part. These guys they didn't help anyone, including themselves.
Yeah, it's a shame. So who got hurt while out there on Saturday, or who's dinged up right now?
I don't know how many guys got hurt during the game. I don't think there were any injuries. But the one big injury that's still a holdover from last week and earlier is Jonathan Grinnert. He's still recovering from that pec injury. He's currently on the PUP list, expected to meet multiple weeks, according to Vic Fangio. If Grinnert is still injured when the Eagles finalize their roster on August 30th, he's going to be ineligible for the first 4 regular season games. So that just means that, J.Alex Hunt's going to have to continue improving and playing well, and Nolan Smith's going to have to bounce back from a lackluster season last year and do better. Malachi Lemon, Damian Pierce, Cole Wisniewski are all working through hamstring injuries. But the good news is today is that Devonta Smith, Cooper DeJean, and Quinyon Mitchell all returned to the practice field. So, yay.
Exactly.
Those other 3 guys, it doesn't seem like it's anything that the hamstring injuries are anything more than just, being safe.
It's rest.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I that's important, though, with having like Devontae and DeJean and such back, because, again, this week you're doing the practice with the Patriots on Wednesday and Thursday, and that is more important than the preseason game to these players, because the starters are actually playing. They're playing against the defense. The defense is playing against like Drake May and stuff like that. So it's the coaches really put a lot of emphasis into these. So getting these guys back from injury, I know Malachi Lemon is still with the hamstring. I doubt he'll be able to go. So in these drills, I would assume Wicks would be the number 2 in this situation. Is Lemon a lemon?
So drunk Phil's fans, Chris sent that, and it's I think it's still too early.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, it's he needs.
You don't like a hamstring. You don't like a hamstring injury earlier because that's something that could linger. It's the same thing with Devontae Smith. Having Lemon and Smith have these hamstring injuries early, that I don't like that.
They could be phantom. They could be.
I know.
Injuries,
I mean, hopefully.
I mean,
but
some of the comparisons for Lemon coming into the draft were Amon St. Rob Brown or whatever the hell his name is. Amon St. Rob.
I take that.
That's him. So I mean, that's pretty freaking good if that's true. But I mean, he's not learning anything right now. So we'll see about that comparison.
What do you think, Al?
St. Brown's a volume receiver. I would love to see Lemon be a volume guy.
I mean, obviously it's going to be Devontae Smith number 1, Wicks 2, and then you're going to have a lot of rotating guys. You're going to have Hollywood Brown, you're going to have Malachi Lemon, and whoever steps up is going to get the most reps. That's what's going to happen at the end of the day. Elijah Moore, but I mean, it's going to play out. But you're going to see a lot of Smith, Wicks. You're not going to see these guys a lot in their preseason because you don't want to see them get hurt. It's not, they don't care. This is basically for the coaches to determine the rest of the roster. And like we said before, the practices are huge. You know,
that's when they really see how they do against, stiff competition, so to speak.
I mean, we're talking about the offense. The defense didn't play very well either. So they gave up a ton of yards. They gave up a lot of points. Defensive line, obviously they didn't play well. Why? Because they were not playing their starters. So you see the depth. You see the depth. You see who's the backup. That's why you're paying. You're not going to play a guy in the preseason who's making all that money. So, it's too dangerous. It's a preseason.
It's too dangerous to have somebody go out there, and because they're going against second and third string offensive linemen, you don't want fucking Jalen Carter getting rolled over on and blowing out his knee or his fucking ankle. You don't want that to happen to Jordan Davis. Like you absolutely have to protect these guys during the preseason. And I get that because the NFL is way different than it was when we were younger. It's different than it was 5-10 years ago. I mean, five years ago,
True.
Close to 10 years ago. I think that's when it kind of 5 years ago, I don't think there was much of a preseason, but before that is when it really started to tail off. And like they just didn't see the value in it. These joint practices are everything to these guys. These coaches live for the joint practices. Did you see that somebody asked AJ about the joint practice and if he wanted to go out there and really stick it to the Eagles?
Yeah, is his finger any better?
He gave an Iverson-like answer where he's like,
Talk about practice?
You want me to get all excited about practice?
Yeah.
You want me to get all excited? It was funny.
Not again.
And then he was like, I'll be happy to see these guys. We did win a Super Bowl together. Like, I'm going to be happy to see them. So whoever it was obviously a New England writer, but they were trying to fucking get some material.
Yeah, just try to drum shit up.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
It's practice. Yeah, I'm sure the whole Eagles team was, they loved the guy. He was a great teammate, and they had a great relationship. They loved him.
Really, only one guy that didn't like him, and I don't know that he didn't like him. I just know he didn't like his behavior.
AJ didn't like him. I mean, that really probably
I think it was more
what
of
it
a
comes
behavior
down
thing.
to.
I think it's because AJ acted up and Jalen has no time for that kind of shit.
Yeah, but again, and I was a huge AJ supporter, and I've come over onto the other side now and such, where it's yes, Jalen Hurts is not the most talented quarterback in the NFL, but the guy does win. And when AJ was out last year in the games he was out, we still won. And that does, I don't know. I feel like that does say something. And again, I'm an AJ Brown supporter, however, not of recently, but it's just one of those things where I just think that I think Sig said it in the past where less is more, where you are having not having that person there can actually better.
Well, yeah, it was definitely addition by subtraction because
that's it. Thank you, Rob. That's what I was trying to get to.
No, I felt it. I saw the waves coming off your head. No, it was addition by subtraction because you eliminate. I mean, it's like anything, man. You eliminate a stressor, and things tend to get better. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on AJ just because.
Yeah, let's move on.
That's been kind of that bird is cooked. So let's move on to Lane Johnson, guys. Lane announced this week when he came back from his personal leave or whatever that that this is probably going to be his last year. And ever since, if you watch any, they talk to Mailata, they talk to Brandon Grant, anybody that you see that played with him at some point right now that's getting interviewed, they're being asked about Lane Johnson. And so Sig had said, why don't we do a Mount Rushmore? So I'm just saying, if he says it here on the podcast, you guys might have to say goodbye to Sig because I don't know. This is the whole Mount Rush. No, so anyway,
I thought that was a no word.
I could say it, whatever.
Nice.
I'm allowed to say whatever. Hold on.
Yeah, you said no Mount Rushmore comparison and nothing pre-70. So,
No.
Oh, we love
I fucking pulled myself for saying that shit.
He took himself off.
So anyway, but we are going to do that. We are going to talk about our greatest Eagles. But before anyone starts to list their greatest Eagles, I have to put this out there. I already made the rule about the no Mount Rushmore. And I was going to send this in the email to everybody, but I chose to save it for the podcast. So basically, football before 1978 was basically a bunch of guys with concussions playing grab ass and keep away. So nobody's allowed to bring up Van Brocklin or Concrete Charlie. Nobody gives a shit about Steve Van Buren anymore. When we do that, we sound like Cowboys fans. All right,
You're offending Stig.
Just putting that out there. We've had plenty of great players since then. So, like all-time Eagles, for me, it's got to be like 1978, 1981, and even those guys, I'm like, you were great for back then. But anyway,
well, wait, weren't we going to talk about Lane quick with it being like their last year? Al, what do you got with that with Lane, with what people are saying?
At the end of the day, he's going to have to evaluate himself at the end of the season. He had a lot of injuries last year. Hopefully he's coming back. I think it's going to depend on how he plays this year. And if he goes injury free and he feels good about himself, you don't know what he's going to do at the end of the day. So I think it's going to depend on his health and how he feels at the end of the year. Then he'll evaluate himself. Hopefully he has a good season. The Eagles have a good season. He plays well. He doesn't get hurt. And then, he is getting up there. So, it's hard to say.
What do you got? What do you got, Sig?
The key word in his whole comment is probably.
Right.
And that's in line with what Al said. So we'll see. If he retires, good for him. He was pretty damn fucking good. We'll miss him, but they got a couple of people lined up that they might think might be able to take his place. And if he doesn't retire, then hey, that's great. I'm not going to worry about it now. It's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just reports and stuff. Yeah,
is he the greatest? Well, go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say just with, I remember when they drafted Lane, and that was actually the first year with Chip. That was Chip's first pick. I know it was Howie, but you know what I mean. And he was like 5th overall, and it's like that was 2013, and that's 13 years ago. Offensive lineman. He's like 35, 36 years old. Kelsey had said that how many years in a row was it before? After 2017, Kelsey was like, I'm ready to retire, and we got him till like 2022 and stuff. So it's like he lasted a while, and I feel like we kind of dealt with this before, but yeah, I could see this being the end for Lane, and like what Sig said, good. Good for him. He's had a great career. When you draft an offensive lineman at 5 overall, it's not a sexy pick. And he was 4th, fourth overall. It's not a sexy pick. And you want a wide receiver. You want a quarterback. You want something really good. But by God, that pick has become much more sexier over the years because this team is literally nothing without him. I know Kelsey was a big heart of the team and stuff like that, but that offensive line goes by Lane. It really does. And I think over the last couple of years with the drafting of offensive linemen, I think this is really helpful that they're looking for the future. And I'd love him to stay a little bit longer, but I completely get it. He's been, I don't want to say it, but it's getting to kind of be Jason Peters territory where Lane's having trouble finishing games and stuff. And it's like, oh my God. And then he's like, oh, I'll be fine next week. And then he comes out next week. It's like, it would be better just to take 1 week off so that we'd have you for the next 8 games. But that's not how it works.
I don't think 1 game off is going to make him that healthy for 8 straight games. I think what happens is his body takes punishment every time he's on the field.
That ankle has so many plays in it.
And he's such a big man. He's such a big man that people that size their bodies break down. They're not, their skeletons are not designed to fucking hold that many people, that many pounds. Sorry, I was looking that many pounds. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just not sustainable. The other thing about Lane that I think people may forget is that early in his career, he almost quit for mental health reasons.
Yep.
There was something going on with him, and I don't think he's ever truly shaken it. I'm not trying to say that he has any problems or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that he has a lot of shit on his mind. You know what I mean? Lane Johnson's got, he comes back every year. It seems he comes back like against his own wishes, where he wants to play, he wants to be part of the team, but he also kind of wants to kind of hang it up. And it could be, listen, the longer I play, the more likely it is that I'm going to be injured and have some sort of health complication for the rest of my life.
It is true. Who was his? What was it? Who was his puke buddy? What was it? Brooks or?
No, it was
You know what I'm talking about? Him.
It was Brandon.
Brandon.
What was his name?
Was it Brandon Brooks or Brandon?
Was it Brandon Brooks? I think it was Brandon Brooks.
It was Brandon Brooks, where they both had the anxiety, and they would throw up together before the game, and that like calmed them and stuff. And again, they won those games and stuff like it. So yeah, that's something else, and I'm sure that's in the back of Lane's head too. But you see so many linemen on both sides, with the CTE and stuff like that. So I can understand why Lane's like, yeah, let's.
Was it Barrett Brooks?
No, Brandon Brooks. It was Brandon Brooks.
It was
Barrett
Brandon.
Brooks is the one who's on. I just googled. Brandon Brooks puke, and the first story is Eagles Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson say they puke at the same time
and
before every game day.
And Al,
good memory, Steve.
I
That's
knew
from
it
2019.
Because he's on Eagles. He's on Eagles Huddle, and I'm like, it's not him, but it's close.
It's
Barrett. A close name. So when you said
Barrett.
that, I was like, I know it's close, but it's not that.
Yes.
Al was a little late today. Maybe was that what you were doing there, Al? Before you got on, were you
pre-game pukes? That's why you're not drinking now.
That's why I know drinking. Yeah,
it's a long day. It's been a long day.
I feel you.
All right, well, let's move on then.
Chris said Lampkin seems legit.
Yeah, he's another guy that seemed to have a decent game.
I think he graded best out of all the players on the field that day. So he had a great game. He graded out the best.
So what was it that he did well? What is it that you guys saw out of him that was
he played football?
What's that?
Played football.
Oh, sweet. That's what we need. We need guys. Did they draft him or did they sign him?
Is this his first year? It's not his first year, is it? Wasn't he on the team? He was on the team last year, the practice squad. I don't remember. I have to. I read his name, but I didn't do any research on him.
I'm sorry. I just see the name Lampkin.
He actually did. I did see him. He was a solid. He was the backup center, right? And he was in there. Talking about Willie.
Yeah.
He looked decent. He looked decent. I know he got called for a penalty at one point, and it was right after. I think who was it? Ross Tucker was saying what a good game he was having, and then he got called for the penalty. But no, I think he hung. He did what you want him to do for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was undrafted in 2025. So the Eagles signed him. I think he was on like the practice squad last year.
So Mike says, I'd love to see Lane stay, but he's had a hell of a run. It's one of the best linemen we've ever had. Conversation with guys like Peters, Runyon, Thomas, and Kelsey. And that's that kind of leads us into that.
Great segue.
Lane Johnson is one of those guys that definitely is in the conversation for best right tackle of all time.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And it's probably a short conversation, to be honest. Jason Peters would have been in that, and Jason Peters has longevity, and he was really good for a while. But I think Lane Johnson surpassed him a couple years ago.
I agree.
In terms of best tackle ever. Was Peters on the right side or the left side? Was he on the
left side?
I thought it was.
He was on the left side.
Yeah, he's on the left side.
Yeah.
So then, do you want to get into the top 5?
Yeah, top 5, top 4. If you want to do top 4 and name it after like a rock formation or something like that, you can. If you want to do a top 10, that. if you want to break it down and have each guy go against somebody else, and then the winners of that round go against another one, you can do it that way.
I have a question.
Bracket sort of formation.
I have a question. Does it, with it says Eagles, does it have to be players?
Ooh.
Coaches, you're saying?
Okay.
Maybe.
If you're talking, put it this way. If you're going to say that you're doing an Eagles Mount Rushmore, and we'll just put it out there, and you put somebody that didn't play on there, all you got to do is explain it for the kind listeners out there.
We'll shoot you down, though. We will shoot you down.
Go ahead, Steve. Let's see what you got.
Go ahead and shoot me down. My number one person is Jeffrey Lurie, because without Jeffrey Lurie, this team is nowhere near as good as it has been over the past 30 years. The past 30 years of this franchise have been the best years of the entire franchise, and that is thanks to him. Every coach that he has hired and fired got a job immediately. The only one who didn't immediately was Doug Peterson, but that's because they fired him so damn late that they were already in second round, and he got a job the following year. Even Chip Kelly, after how we rode him out of town, got a job immediately. This team, since Jeffrey Lurie has been here, is about winning, and it is a winning culture. And that is why I believe that Jeffrey Lurie should be on the top 5.
What are you drinking again? What are you drinking again?
I am, I've run out. I can't have any more. I want some more. But Cutter and Canyon's Old Glory.
But we are talking about players, right?
I asked the question.
Steve made his case.
I asked the question.
Steve made his case. Yeah, I wanted to see what he said.
We could put him on a different mountain.
Oh, he was close. He almost said it.
We'll put him on a different mountain. This mountain right now, we're going players.
All right, then I got players too.
All right, shoot. Who's up?
Oh, you want me to say players? Well, I would say
you got your number 1?
I have my number 1. That was the easy one.
Go ahead, Sig. You go.
He's right behind. I can't do it. Which way?
Easy?
Where's he at?
Easy. Careful now.
Here. That's my number 1. Reggie White. I don't care that he went to the Packers. Fuck it. I don't care. Reggie White's my number 1.
I agree, Sig. Reggie White. No brainer.
So for me, and again, I know this is sacrilegious. I do not have Reggie White, and the only reason why I don't is I didn't really become an Eagles fan until 1994. So it was kind of like after I remember him more as a Packer than I remember him as an Eagle, because I wasn't really like an Eagle fan.
Yeah.
So again, I understand. I love that, 92 is retired and everything like that. I'm just saying, for me, actually watching, for me, my defensive person is Brian Dawkins.
Mm-hmm.
He was my Reggie, if you will, because I didn't really see Reggie White. So, but Brian Dawkins he's in my top 5. No matter if you want to have Lurie in there or not. But yeah, Dawkins is 100% in there for me.
He's my number 2. And that one was easy too. I could go either way with both of them, to tell you the truth.
Mike, I respect your statement. Steve, if you put Swoop up there as well, he's going to leave the podcast. So, all right, Mike.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of teams out there that have shitty owners, and shitty owners make shitty decisions, and we do not have one. And I believe that we are in a better place because we have a very good owner. So
I don't disagree with that. I mean, I lived through Leonard Tost and Bremen. So, and those Toast, it was just fun. I mean, he was a drunk and losing his money in Atlantic City, and
what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
It's not. But the money's not going to the team where it should be. The vet's falling apart, and Bremen, he was in it just to make money. He could care less. So, having an owner with that cared, with some deep pockets, and that was here. It was his number one priority because his other stuff was fucking shit in the bed. But yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with the ownership. But I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking players. So I was
doing outside.
I'm not
trying to be.
If you tell me Dom's your number 4 or 5, then get the fuck out of here. We're dropping you.
I'm not doing that. Well, I'll probably get dropped for other reasons. But
well, I want to go back. So why? When did you become an Eagles fan?
My first year really being an Eagles fan was, I want to say it was 94, where it was Rich Kotite's last year, where they started off 7-2, and then they lost the last 7 games, and Bubby Brister started the last 2 games and stuff when they were 7-7. That was probably my first year of actually being like an Eagles fan. You were like
10 years old, right? 12 years old.
Is that? I'm a late bloomer.
Is that where you hit puberty? You hit puberty, and you're like, fuck yeah, Eagles, go.
I hit puberty last week. What are you talking about?
That's right. Steve is young. All right, let me see if I can fucking.
The Eagles will do that to you.
Yeah. My other ones that I had was, and again, I know you guys might not like this one either, but I would have Donovan McNabb on there.
We're losing you a little bit, Steve.
Every time he says Donovan McNabb, he just cuts out.
That's right. 10 playoff wins.
It's not a mistake.
Oh yeah. So no, all right. So my ones are players is Brian Dawkins, Donovan McNabb, Brandon Graham because he has 2 rings, Lane Johnson, and oh shit, who? Oh, that's right, I had Lori. Hang on, player. I'll go Deshaun Jackson. He was very good wide receiver for us. I think that'll be my 5. Again,
Deshaun was great.
Younger.
He was a lot of fun.
All right, now you guys go. You do yours. Make me look bad.
Go ahead, Al.
I think we all, well, me and you agree with Reggie White, Brian Dawkins, Jason Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, and my number 5, which I love watching. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. He's my wild card. I'll go Randall Cunningham.
Ooh,
nice. Randall was great.
Yeah,
he was a lot of fun to watch.
He was
yeah.
Yeah, the same thing when I started watching, like Randall was the backup. So like it I didn't really get to see Randall all that much, like, which kind of sucks. I remember, Rodney Pete and Bobby
Chris,
Hoyne.
I haven't given my list yet.
I know me. I had a Bobby Hoyne jersey. That was a hot jersey that Christmas, and boy was that terrible. But But yeah, I remember, our starters for me, like when I started out, was like Rodney Pete and like Ty Detmer and stuff.
Jesus
So like
Christ, what a tough.
I
I think I was. God, what a tough time.
That was a
That
tough
was-
time.
Yep, yeah, those two, and then Bobby Hoyne.
That's
What I'm
right.
saying. Yeah, you're mocking McNabb all you want, but hey, it was a hell of a lot worse. You had a starting quarterback every year that you went in with.
McNabb was he just kind of fell apart under pressure and in the big games.
Yep.
I like Donovan
Coy.
McNabb, but I got tired of him throwing at people's like shoestrings.
Those are called worm burners.
He hated worms.
Yeah,
Worm
I
burners.
just
Yep, that's right, Rob. Rob got it.
so it's funny that Rob used the term. There you go. Rock formations earlier, and I had to come up with my own, and it was a rock formation. Now I only have 4 because actually I only had 3 originally. I had Reggie White, Brian Dawkins, Randall Cunningham, and there was about 6 other guys that I couldn't decide on. So I just dragged Jason Kelsey because he's kind of everywhere. Yeah, I mean, Kelsey, Lane Johnson, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Wilbur Montgomery. I love Wilbur Montgomery. Harold Carmichael.
Violation.
Perfectly
Why is it a
acceptable.
violation? What time? Well, you said 80.
I
You
said
said anything
perfectly
before
acceptable.
80
I
or
remember
78.
I
So
remember Wilbur was great.
Carmichael was early 80s, and so
Yep.
was Brian, and so was Wilbur Montgomery.
I
And
agree.
Brian Westbrook is another one I couldn't decide on. I mean, at one point, I didn't have the Fab Four of Eagles football, which is a great alliteration. I had like the Dutch Masters, and I don't know if anyone knows that photo I'm talking about, but Alex gave me crap about that. She said I should do the dogs playing poker, but I went with the Fab Four, so I can't pick a 5th guy. I'd throw a friggin' dart, and whoever shows up is going on it. But yeah, there's my 4.
All right. That's okay.
I like
The
it.
Dutch Masters, there's a bunch of them, huh? Or is it 5?
Dutch Masters, there's 6
6.
guys on there. It's
There
a
you go.
famous Rembrandt. It's called the Dutch Masters only because that's what they use on their Dutch Masters use on their cigar box. But the actual, it's like portrait of the chairman of the Cloth Makers Guild or something like that. It was by
They look
Rembrandt.
they look like Quakers.
Yes, they do. They look
They
like a
look
bunch
like
of Quakers.
Quakers.
Yes.
So if you're talking about the best Eagles of all time, I don't know that I can put them in order. Obviously, everybody, like Chris had just said, everybody wants to say Dawkins, and there's no argument against that.
Nope.
You can't argue against that. People who want to say Reggie, there's no argument against that. Reggie averaged more than a sack a game during his time here in with the Eagles. He was such a fucking dominant force that they had 2 linemen, a fucking tight end, a running back, all trying to block him, and he was just mean. He just got through people, and he didn't just hit quarterbacks; he fucking punished them. You know what I mean? And he made Clyde Simmons better. He made Jerome Brown better. He made Mike Golick better. He made Mike Pitts. Everybody who lined up with him was better because Reggie was there. So Reggie's got to be on the list. Reggie's, and he's towards the top.
I agree with that.
Dawkins was a fucking maniac. Dawkins was an absolute maniac on the field because
Been X, man. Yep.
You're like, there's no way he's going to make that play on the ball, and he got there. He had closing speed. He hit people. Like, Dawk was just a fucking animal. Shady was a great running back, and he might be the best running back that the Eagles have ever had.
Yeah, that's true.
Again, I didn't see Steve Van Buren. I didn't see so I can't. People will be like, "Oh, he had 2 championships." And I'll be like, "Yeah, but that's a really long time ago." And Shady did some shit that was really impressive.
He was franchise all-time leading rusher.
Well, and I think he will remain the all-time leading rusher for a while, right?
Almost 7,000 yards.
Yeah, I don't think Barkley will stick around long enough to break that. Although he could, it helps to run for 2,000 yards in a season.
I mean, he's definitely in the top 10.
Who, Barkley or Shady?
No, LaShawn.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. And then in terms of receivers, like obviously it's Carmichael and Quick. And then when you start talking about modern people, like T.O. had a great season. T.O. had I loved that he was here.
That's why I do not like Donovan McNabb.
Correct. Because he couldn't share it. He couldn't accept the fact that we had like this diva receiver who was just like all world and wanted the ball and deserved the ball. And Donovan just couldn't get it to him enough.
Yeah.
Like the first play he ever played here, they did it in the preseason. The first play from scrimmage. Yeah. And then they did it. And then they did it the first play of the regular season.
I was there.
Everybody knew it was coming.
I was there. I remember that. Like,
was that
yesterday.
Washington?
Yep, it was Washington.
Yeah, everybody knew it was coming. And there was nothing they could do to stop it. Because Donovan threw a great deep ball. Donovan was really good at throwing a deep ball. He wasn't the best quarterback, and he was really mobile, and he was hard to tackle, and, he had moves, he could shake and all that. I put Donovan in the top 10. And again, I don't know where. Does he squeak into the top 5? No, I don't think so. So he's somewhere between 6 and 10.
When he was young, he was very mobile. When he got hurt, when he busted his leg, never was the same.
No, he was a statue, and then he got fucking the jumps. He got the fucking jitters, the happy feet, and he
got the yips.
Yeah, and he couldn't connect. He had a real difficult time.
That's an old term. You're not allowed to use old terms on this podcast. So
I like that term. Let him
get out of here.
Sig, you're an old term.
Can't use old terms on this podcast.
My goodness gracious.
I mean, it is a podcast. It is modern, right? I guess. Do people still call these podcasts? We're streaming. We're live streaming.
Oh my.
Right.
I live stream. Going to be live streaming after these beers.
There. In a sink, perhaps.
This is why we can't have nice things again.
I'm buying the Deion Sanders diapers. So
who's the best linebacker this team ever had? Is it Seth Joyner?
If we had a Mount Rushmore of drinkers, I put Donovan up there.
Oh, from the night before the Super Bowl.
He's a drinker.
Mount Rushmore puker.
He's got a couple of DUIs. He's in the list.
He does. He's like him and Tiger probably chill, or at least they could.
Oh boy,
I know we're hard. So Chris says sing.
Oh, now you got them all excited.
And Alex says no sing.
He's top 5 Mount Rushmore of drinkers.
Yeah. Now I got a question for you guys, because if you go around and you go by position group, offensive line has a bunch of guys. Defensive secondary has a ton of guys.
We actually have good secondary over the years
that you can fucking put up there.
Eric Allen
was incredible.
So good.
Asante Samuel was really good.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't tackle for shit. It was like throwing a wet blanket at a runner. Like, if he got lucky, he would get him. Guys like fucking Lito Shepherd.
Yeah.
He was really good. Sheldon Brown was good.
Sheldon Brown was damn good.
Destroyed Reggie Bush.
Oh,
if you guys recall.
Yeah.
He destroyed Reggie Bush, and Reggie Bush was supposed to be fucking all world as well. He didn't really pan out though. So you talk about these guys and you say okay, you go by position group, and you have certain position groups, you have a lot to choose from. Certain position groups, there aren't a ton of running backs that you can really argue about. You got fucking Shady, you got fucking
Westbrook,
and now you got fucking
Saquon. You got Deuce Staley. You have Wilbur Montgomery.
Willard, yeah.
For a
you go
period,
back
he
to
was.
Wilbur was great.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to put Eric Allen in. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta
Eric
squeeze him
Allen
in.
was very good.
He's a Hall of Famer, so like,
That's right.
Yeah.
And he deserved that because he left here and he went to what, Oakland, and he played well there too.
Wasn't he with the Saints too?
He may have
Or am
been, but I think
Yeah.
he went from here
Well-
to Oakland first, and then he may have gone to the Saints for a year.
And his counterpart,
yeah, he
like
was.
that defense, McMillan, number 29, back in the day with him, and that dude was short. I want to say that dude was like 5'9" or something
Mark
like that.
McMillan came from the
Yeah.
Jets, I believe.
Yeah, he was short, and more people would go after McMillan. It's kind of like
You're right, Steve.
now with what?
He went to the Saints first, then Oakland. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. But with McMillan, it was kind of like people would go after him because Eric Allen was on the other side. It's the same thing we have right now with Quinyon Mitchell, where it's like you're not hearing. Well, Eric Allen would get the picks. Quinyon Mitchell's not getting the picks, at least in the regular season.
Because they won't throw to his side.
Exactly. They won't throw to his
They
side.
did last year, but for the most part, they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
Rich Miano, John Booty. So I'm looking at the 91 team.
I like Mike's list. Throw Mike's list up there. That's pretty good. That's fun because he's got things from offense, defense, special teams, and everything. That's a good list. I like that list.
No, yeah, and that's what I'm saying is like if you do like kind of go by position group, you have some position groups you have a lot to choose from, and some you don't have as much. David Akers was definitely great, but they didn't win with him here, right? So I think you just got to go Jake Elliott, even though Akers is all-time scorer, right?
But the same thing with Trey. Like over the years, we've been very fortunate. We've had a lot of really good offensive linemen.
That's what I was going to say. That's the one position group that might be in. Like you can
I
still
mean,
say Lane.
Yep.
Runyon was great.
Runyon was great. Like and you think about, how he's always drafted in the lines. You win in the lines. He's either drafting defensive lineman or offensive lineman. And again, like I said earlier, like not always like the most sexy picks, but when have we had bad lines?
That was a lot of Andy Reid.
It's true.
That's when it started.
That's what he wanted. I mean, that was Andy Reid. And then after Andy Reid left, that kind of stayed with the team. And Stoutland kind of picked up, with that mantle and they were able to target the right guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, see, that's just it. Is they evaluated talent on that line really well.
Yep.
It sucks when they draft in the first round, they take an offensive lineman with a top 10 pick, and you're like, what the fuck? How's that going to score points? But then that guy has that position is sewn up for the next like 13 years.
Yeah.
So you can't really argue that. I want to go back, guys, real quick to something that Chris had posted. He said, I placed a bet for Saquon as MVP. It's 25,000. So, yeah. So, and then he says he thinks he gets 21 yards, 2,000 yards rushing and 70 plus receptions. Yeah. QBs normally win. Adrian Peterson was the last running back MVP. So let's talk about that real quick. I was going to pull something up. Oh, sorry. That's not what I meant to do. Hold on. All right. That's not what I meant to do either. So I'm going to pull something up real quick I'm going to pull up FanDuel, and I want to look at some of the odds. But what do you guys think about Chris's bet here about Saquon as MVP?
If he didn't get it the Super Bowl year, it's not going to happen. He should have had it because that was only, what was it, like the 8th or 10th time all time a running back going for 2,000 yards, and he didn't get the MVP. Yes, he got Offensive Player of the Year, which is basically the non-QB, like offensive MVP. If he didn't get it the Super Bowl year, he's not going to get it. Now, I'd throw $1 down on that because $1 is going to give you $25,000. That's a good bet.
Agreed.
But
it's 25,000 to 1 for a reason.
Right, because they know nobody's going to vote for that anyway.
But honestly, I don't disagree with, like Steve said, throwing $1 down, whatever it is on it, because it's not like it can't happen. Put it that way.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's more or less like I don't see Saquon going for 2,000 yards rushing. I think he'll probably be in about the 1,300 to 1,400 range. But I really believe with Mannion's offense, they're going to throw to him more, which I think is going to be great because you throw to him, and that's going to be 12 yards here, 17 yards here. Like he can get that yak, and that's what. If
you're throwing him 12 yards down, if you're. I mean, yeah, I agree.
I think he's going to like that's. Field. Well, that's one of the things. Remember when we had the running back who we got from Chicago, and then he was just on it. Swift was a great receiving running back, and we were like, oh, this will be great. We'll have a boatload of screen passes with him. And then the damn offensive coordinator, who was that? That was Brian Johnson, never threw the ball to him. And we're like, this is what this guy can do. I believe Mannion is going to do that with Saquon Barkley and actually bring back like the screen pass, because that is something that Saquon can do and run with it. I don't think Saquon's going to have as many rushing yards, but I think he is going to have more receiving yards. And that's not a bad thing. That's awesome. Then you throw to Saquon, then you have Dallas Goedert blocking down the field, knocking some random ass linebacker on his ass. So, I mean,
Right. Throwing some nasty fucking block. So Jalen has the best odds of any Eagle to win the MVP at 25 plus 2,500.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, right, but he's 15th down the line behind.
So what?
Put
some money on it.
That goes with all the preseason rankings that we've been saying with him, anywhere from 15 to 19 and whatever.
Oh yeah.
He's got the 14th best odds. So that's
okay.
Right around, and everybody in front of him is a quarterback. So, and it's everybody you expect.
Yeah, but again, Rob, if you put $10 down on that, you said it was 2,500. Then that's $250. That's a great bet.
Right. Well, $10 will get you back $250. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I buy that. I buy that for $1.
Right.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
So who do you think on the Eagles defense has the best odds for defensive player of the year?
Oh, good question.
What are the odds?
We'll go with you first. I'm still thinking.
This year, best defensive player.
Go ahead, Al. You can go.
I'm gonna say just Jalen Carter. I mean, that's a guess. I don't know what the odds are. I have no idea.
He's plus 25.
I haven't looked
plus 25 on it.
I mean, you got Al.
I mean, I think if you're gonna bet, it's gonna be Quinyon Mitchell. I mean, that's probably the number one.
Quinyon's got the value. He's at plus 4,000. That's the value right there, because if you take him and you put $10 on it, you win and he wins because, like, let's say he fucking picks off 10 passes this year.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem. That's the problem. And I agree with Al. Quinyon would be my pick. But the problem is...
You're talking about MVP?
Defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year.
Okay.
Yeah. But
is that enough to get him defensive player of the year?
See, that's the thing. See,
depending on what everybody else does.
See, it has a lot to do with picks. That's what they like with that. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not linemen.
In favor of that.
It's not sacks.
Yeah, sacks is picks.
I think,
the big things.
Sacks,
but
and tackles. But
Yeah.
but Quignon's not getting the picks, and that's the problem. He's not getting the picks because people aren't throwing over to them, and then when they do, he's batting them down. So he's in like the 90-some percentile
He's
of
got the
balls
best.
being thrown to him, but he's knocking them down, or they're nowhere near close because of how well defense he's playing. But the problem is he's not getting those picks. If he doesn't have, I would say 7.
But that's what I'm
not
saying
gonna
is
get-
if he were to
That's the
somehow
problem.
get 10,
He
he
should
could
be.
fucking be a dark horse to win that award.
But you're not
He's
going to throw at them.
But that's I'm just speaking hypothetically.
Yeah.
And he has the best odds of any non-pass rusher, which is saying something. So
That is saying something.
everybody with better odds for the defensive player of the year, they're all pass rushers.
I'm in,
Which
Al. I'm
tells
putting a
you
buck on that.
exactly what
That's
what
who
the
usually. I mean,
voters
I'm
and-
looking at the last however many. You know,
and what's valued.
they're edge guys. Mostly all of them are edge guys
Yeah,
Except for
because
Carter.
it's usually the
Carter's an
sack.
edge in this fucking
or
in this
tackles,
defense.
defensive tackles. So
They're
Yeah,
all
but
guys
that
who go
being
after the
said,
quarterback.
Carter, I like Sig's not wrong in the fact that Carter's got a better shot than Quignon. Although
Oh, he's
I
got better
agree with
odds,
Al
too.
that
Yeah.
I think Quignon is so damn good, but it's judged upon the picks, and he doesn't have them. However,
This
you
is-
look at his postseason picks, and it's
All right,
you know,
this is the other
frankly,
thing
I'd
that-
argue that'd be better, but whatever.
this is the other thing. I
three
wanted to
corners
talk
in the
about.
last 30 years. It looks like.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
They never get it. It's either a D lineman or maybe a linebacker. Who do you think has the best odds to be comeback player of the year? The
Comeback
answer's
player
gonna-
of the year.
The answer is going to piss you off.
All right.
On the
let me-
Eagles
That-
or
that-
overall?
Are we?
Overall,
Yeah, comeback player of the year.
it's probably Dak Prescott.
Nope.
Prescott. No.
Nope.
Is
He's not even like top 10.
Wow.
Is it like are you able to give us a hint of like offensive or defensive, or will that give it away?
No, it won't give it away. You're in the right position group. You're
Gee, thanks. I got 2 of the 3. Okay. So it's
no,
either
I'm saying
offensive.
Purdy.
no, it is not Purdy.
Let me think. Oh, I know.
Jaden Daniels.
No, he's got the third best at plus 700.
Is it Patrick Mahomes?
It fucking is Patrick Mahomes.
God damn it.
Steve's on my side, Alex.
Plus
Go
200.
away.
So if you put down $100, you only win $200 for if you take Mahomes. So everybody's
saw that.
expecting him to be comeback player of the year. Why?
Yep.
Why? He was
Because he
was
got hurt. But it doesn't like he has so much stuff from the past. He shouldn't. I don't
Yep.
like that. I don't like that. Damn it! When you said it
You're
was going
right,
to be
Mike.
someone we didn't like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, that aggravates.
Yeah,
me.
so it's like Mahomes, then Kyler Murray, then Jaden
Oh,
Daniels,
Kyler
and then,
Murray.
like
It's
Aaron
garbage.
Aaron Donald, Daniel Jones. How many times does Daniel Jones have to win comeback player of the fucking year?
Yeah, he might get it again this year, though. As far as the quarterback goes, that's a guy I would put money on.
Right, because
They're saying
because
it's like he never even had an Achilles injury, which is usually like a death knell for an athlete.
right, but
They're saying he looks so good, it's not funny. so-
Chris got it right there. He said lock Kingston up, guys. I realized we are past an hour.
Oh boy, yeah, we're just chatting, having a good old time.
We still got some viewers, so I mean we can keep going, but
We're gonna
We can wrap it
go.
up. We got a couple. We got some fun stuff we can do in a couple weeks too.
Okay.
Are we gonna do the
Last
most
one.
hated? The most hated teams.
yeah, we'll do
Why
that.
don't we do that and close it out?
All
I
right,
like
last
that. That's
one,
a good
rookie of
idea.
the year. Where is Mekhi Lemon on the list for the odds? For
I'll go 7th.
He hasn't played in preseason, so it's got to be dropping those odds. I'll say 5.
What do you got, Al?
10.
right in between Sig and Steve. He's
6.
He's 7. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. He's 6th.
You
At plus
sick?
1,500. Yeah,
Hey,
plus 1,500.
That's not half bad.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
The running back Jeremiah Love is
Number one, yeah.
It has the best odds at plus 470.
But again,
was the running back
where
out
did we
of Notre
draft
Dame.
him? What was he, 22?
We didn't draft him. Oh, Mackay?
Yeah.
20,
Five.
20.
What
20,
was it,
20.
Sig?
20.
He's 20.
All right, so
Yeah.
you drafted him at 20 and he's the 6th best odds. You got to feel good about that immediately.
Yeah, offensive linemen aren't going to win Rookie of the Year, so you got to take them out of the equation right
Go
away.
Popo.
Why do you got to do that? Why do you got to pull our guy down, Rob?
What? No, I'm just saying. I would love to see Mackay Lemon win Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year. All right, guys. So let's talk about who the most most hated team, and we're not going to say the Cowboys, right? We're going to say a team other than the Cowboys.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Well,
So we're going to start in order.
You said outside of the NFC East, so
Correct.
because it's too easy because I hate them all.
Right.
You know,
So start.
But
I'll
me,
go last. You three go.
it's like for me, it's like in any sport. It's always a team of like the team du jour that I don't like of the era, the last few years, whatever. It keeps changing. So in this order: 49ers, Chiefs, and Rams.
Wait, hold on. You get one. You get one.
Now, I picked them all. Fuck them. Fuck you if you don't like it.
How about
49ers.
Seattle?
49ers.
How about Seattle?
I have
You
nothing
can say
against
Seattle. I don't
myself.
think Chris is watching anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not my most hated team, but
Panthers. Oh, Kingston. Okay, Panthers.
Yeah.
That's
he's on
funny.
North Carolina. So
That's
he
funny.
hates the Panthers.
That's funny.
That's fantastic.
All right, so who was your number one?
Stig, we got you. Al,
49ers.
Okay.
the Raiders. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate the Raiders.
Okay, why?
Despise the fans. It's deep. So, I mean, I was 5 years old watching the Super Bowl in 1980. I think I cried like a baby when we lost.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and from then on, 1980, I fucking hate the Raiders. I mean, I cringe every time I see somebody wearing a Raiders hat.
I have nightmares of Lester Hayes and Stickum.
Yeah, right.
What do you got, Rob? Who's your team?
I just hate everybody that's not the Eagles, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I love that about you.
It's kind of weird.
It's not weird.
Right? It's pretty normal. However, I would say that, like, if I have to, like, I despise the fucking New England Patriots, and I have despised them for a while. Probably after they, like, what was it, 96 when they lost to the Packers?
Yeah.
And this
Drew
is why
Bledsoe.
it has nothing to do with the team. It has to do with the fans, because I lived with a bunch of people in college who were from up that way, and all we used to hear. So all Boston teams. I just hate all Boston teams.
You're right
Obviously,
for doing so.
But it was always, oh man, next year we're gonna do it. Next year, did you see? Oh, we're so close. Next year, and it wouldn't matter if it was just like on TV or something like that. But the fact that I had to live with these guys, and like I had other friends who were from fucking that area that were fans, so it was awful. So I would say New England. I despise New England. I also despise the Jets.
Fuck the Jets.
And again, same reason.
Yeah.
Because they're Met fans?
Fuck New York.
Yeah.
That's it.
All
That's
right.
it, Al. What about you, Steve?
All right. So we had Sig with the 49ers. We had Al with the Raiders.
It has to be an NFL football team.
It will be an NFL football team. I swear to God it will.
And not an owner.
It's not an owner. Oh my goodness gracious!
Although
right,
that will be a good fucking topic later.
And then Rob have the Patriots.
It has to be a team that exists. It can't be a team that folded or moved to Canada.
Although you would be shocked that this team exists because it is in the smallest market of the world. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers. And the reason why I am going with the Green Bay Packers is the fact that they call themselves Title Town, and they went from having Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, and now they're like, oh, Jordan Love is the next greatest thing. Title Town, my ass, okay? Let me tell you something in the last 30 years, okay? You have had Brett Favre, who went to 2 Super Bowls and only won 1. You had Aaron Rodgers in 2010 go to the Super Bowl and he won it. Okay, that's fine. And Jordan Love can't get out of like the first round, and you automatically assume you're going from like franchise quarterback. Listen here, we haven't had the quote unquote franchise quarterback, and we got 2 goddamn titles under our belts over the last 8 years. So fuck Title Town, okay? I don't want to hear anything about you have these 2 great quarterbacks. They both won 1 Super Bowl each. And our quarterback currently went to 2 Super Bowls and won 1. And we won a Super Bowl with a backup quarterback 9 years ago. So I think his name was Foley or something. Foley. I think it was Mick Foley. I think that might have been his name. I'm not sure.
He was a
Mick
fucking
Foley.
starter.
Yeah. But anyway.
Starter and backup close.
So fuck you, Titletown, Green Bay Packers. You're not as good as you think you fucking are. And that's all that I have to say about that.
There's no fucking trophy. There's no statue of Brett Favre, is there?
I don't believe there is. That's a great point. That's a real damn good point, Al.
Fucking cheeseheads.
Brett Favre.
Barbara.
All right, guys, I want to bring your attention. I want to direct your attention to the bottom of the screen going across there. The Broad and Pattison Supply Company is a new startup business. It's being run by he's okay. He's not like he's decent. He's okay. Like it's Al. I forgot all about that. It's Mr. Al Pick over here. Now, this is his new shop, man. It's on Shopify. It's got that real easy to remember website name 6nyfja-gp.my.
New York. New York. The fuck
That's,
out of here.
It's questionable, man. It's
Fuck
questionable.
outta
But
here.
now he's got some really cool shit. He's been posting it on the page. A lot of goat birds. He's borrowing from Wawa, which it's probably the best thing that Wawa has done in the past 20, 25 years. So go check him out, guys. He's got some cool shit on the site. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, which is an America 250 Drunk Eagles fan shirt, swing over to my shop. It's the Butcher Shop. There you go. I'm going to try something new real quick.
Uh-oh. Careful now.
So go ahead and click on the QR code. That'll take you to my shop. All right. All right.
Hang on, let's
Are
see.
you done? Are you done?
I'm going to do it. I'm going to see if it works.
All right.
Hang on.
So,
Hang on, I'm
gaping.
failing.
What?
No,
Where did it
this
take
one's
you?
me failing. Come on, focus. Oh, it takes me right to the store.
Beautiful.
Oh, well,
Beautiful.
isn't that nice?
Connection
we
is
also-
not secure.
Yeah, that's what I get too. That's I got to fix
Oh,
that.
mine went.
All right. And then this one is to toastyroasters.com. And don't forget about the coupon code if you want 10% off.
They make
Very
espresso. They have espresso beans over there.
They have espresso beans. They have all the good stuff. Killing it. Absolutely killing it over there.
Did I tell you I love an espresso martini?
I've heard that.
Mm.
I have heard. I've heard rumors.
You love
Those are
anything with
wonderful.
alcohol in it.
Oh,
Right.
I love it.
So, and
Coffee
again,
and
okay,
booze.
if you're going over to see the Eagles and the Jags, don't forget about Passyunk Avenue. Don't forget about our team spirit provider, Cutter and Cannon. And guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here. We're
Yep,
1
there
hour
is.
and 18 minutes, so we've overextended our welcome.
We got excited.
They're turning the lights on. Here we go. They're turning the lights on. They're telling us we don't have to go home, but we can't stay here.
Last call for alcohol.
So fuck
Mhm.
the Cowboys. Any parting shots, guys? Sig.
This week's a big week for the Eagles with the 2 games versus the Pats. It might be the 2 biggest days in the preseason. We know, so the Eagles know where they are. Plus, and then we play the Pats on Saturday night. So, yeah, that's it. Go Birds.
That's right. Steve?
Fuck the
Party
Cowboys.
shots?
Go Birds. We are all good.
Yeah.
If you don't like us, we don't care.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Guys, if you're in the area, what is it? Puddler's Kitchen on Thursday, the 20th. Drunk Phil's Fans is going to be over there for a fundraiser, and Larry Anderson and Scott Fransky are going to be there. Philadelphia Youth Sports, I believe it is, that they're raising money for. Good cause, great time. Get over there.
We'll have stickers, free stickers. Come out.
Drunk Eagles
Come out.
fans, Drunk Flyers fans will be there. Drunk Sixers fans will be there.
All be there.
All the
What's
drunks
stickers?
will be there.
What's the date? What's the date and place?
Thursday the 20th, and it's 6 to 9
Where at?
at Puddler's Kitchen.
and Tap in Bridgeport.
It's in Bridgeport, right across the bridge, right?
Right,
Yep.
right across the bridge. It's a good time. We'll all be there.
And
We
then,
got stickers.
And then DPF on tap is Saturday at noon. DFF on ice is the 25th at 7. And the next Eagles Birds on Tap podcast is 2 weeks from tonight. It is 7:30 on the 31st. We got an Interstate Brewing charity event coming up on the 30th. We'll post it all on the page. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Go Birds.
Jam out to Al's tune.